Service-oriented architecture (SOA). Service-oriented architecture is a design pattern where the application consists of multiple services that communicate over a network to provide a set of capabilities. This architecture allows for services to be reused across the entire organization, reducing redundancy and increasing efficiency. SOA focuses on enhancing the ability of applications to interact seamlessly across different platforms and networks. Let's look at what different components of SOA or SOA are. First, we have services, which are modular units of software that perform a specific business task and can be reused by different systems within an organization. Next, we have a contract or an interface which defines how services interact through a formal definition which includes messages, operations, binding information, and the protocol. Next, we have the service repository, a central directory where services are published and can be found by consumers. And last, we have the service bus, which manages communication and data exchange between services through a reliable and secure platform. All these different, the entire SOA architecture or the system can be accessed through the service bus, where the web, mobile, and other platforms can actually interface with the service bus to reach to the right services that it needs. Now, some of the benefits of SOA or SOA are reusability. Services are designed to be reused, reducing the effort and cost of the software development across the organization. Agility. Changes to services can be made with minimal impact on the consumers of those services. Interoperability. Designed to work over different platforms and technologies, facilitating interaction between disparate systems. Then we have scalability. Services can be scaled independently, allowing the system to handle increased load by scaling only the necessary components. The drawbacks include complexity. Managing interactions and integrations between services can become complex. Performance overhead. The additional layers of communication can introduce latency and reduce performance. We have dependency management, where changes in service implementation must maintain contract integrity to avoid impacting service consumers. Now let's look at an example of an airline reservation system using SOA might consist of several distinct services. We have the flight scheduling services, which manages flight times, gates, and availability. We have booking service, which handles reservations, ticketing, and customer data. We have customer relationship management with CRM service, which manages customer profiles, frequent flyer programs, and service preferences. We also have payment services, which processes payments and interacts with banking services. Now, each of these services communicates has a contract, has service repository, and the service bus using standardized message formats and protocols, allowing them to be maintained independently by different teams and accessed by web, mobile, or other platforms. Let's look at a real world analogy. A city's public transport system can be thought of as an SOA service where buses, trains, and trams provide transportation services using a common set of rules and interfaces, which are timetables, ticketing systems, and operate independently but cooperatively to serve the city's transportational needs. Now, some of the popular use cases for this architecture is enterprise applications, where large organizations use SOA for integrating heterogeneous systems and promoting reuse of existing IT investments. We have government services where SOA facilitates the integration of different government services and provides a framework for agencies to collaborate effectively. We have healthcare systems which integrates diverse systems across hospitals, clinics, and other healthcare providers to ensure seamless data flow and improve patient care outcomes. SOA is particularly beneficial in complex business environments where systems need to be highly interoperable and adaptable. This architecture enables organizations to build robust systems that can evolve easily and integrate across different platforms and technologies. That's it for SOA architecture. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments.